Welcome everyone to Life Lessons from Hollywood Movies, presented by my organization, The Zen of Hollywood, and me, your host, David McKay. This segment is simple. We basically extract life lessons from movies and then use simple, practical tips to help us improve our lives and become happier, which I believe we all desire. Okay, today we're going to take a look at the dynamic choosing our happy ending. Choose your happy ending. We're going to do so through the lens of the interesting film Vice, starring Christian Bale, Amy Adams, and Steve Carell. If you haven't watched this film, you might want to do so first before this segment and know that there are spoilers ahead. Okay, let's cut to the chase. Obviously, this film is based on the life of Dick Cheney, politician who rose to power and became vice president in the Bush administration, and how, in the eyes of many, how he abused those powers, leading the U.S. into a war it had no business being in, and of course, there were hundreds of thousands of deaths, so on and so forth. Of course, the question that comes to mind after watching all of this is, did the man understand the word karma? Of course, we can ask ourselves that question anytime we do something inappropriate, but anyway. Each film, I believe, has a pivotal moment, a scene that holds an important message. And I think for this film, it came in about the middle with that mock ending. Remember, the credits are rolling and we're led to believe it's the end of the film when it really wasn't. And this, of course, was the director's tongue-in-cheek way of saying that Dick Cheney could have chosen his happy ending. He could have chosen a different route than he ended up doing, right? So at this point, before he became vice president, Dick Cheney had it all. He had money, he had a nice family, he had his daughter to protect who just came out of the closet declaring her homosexuality, right? So he had motivations to take a different route. But he didn't. He ended up taking a hard right turn, as we know, and the rest is history. Now, I'm not here to say there's anything wrong with political aspirations, becoming president. That's not my point. It's just that we have to take a hard look at our motivations underneath our goals, the reasons we want something. Quite often we want something because it'll give us fame, fortune, money, power, control, approval, right? And all of those things are really designed to cover up our personal pain. They're ego motivations. And it's a way to really distance ourselves from who we truly are, our divine essence, which is what the ego has to do to stay alive. On the other hand, our heart has all the answers, right? Ego choices are different from heart choices because our heart knows exactly what we want that'll make us happy as well as others happy. Now, speaking of heart, it's ironic that Dick Cheney had heart problems, and this is no accident. Really, his heart problems, anytime we have a physical disorder, it's connected to emotional imbalances and ultimately a misalignment with our true divine essence, which is our true identity. What I'm trying to say is Dick Cheney lacked compassion, right? He wasn't connected to his heart. And I believe it led to much unhappiness in his life and many, many others. So here's the tip of the day. We need to ask ourselves at any time, what is our happy ending for this particular situation in our lives? What is life calling me to do to choose the happy ending that will be for the highest good of not only myself, but those around me as well. In the end, as we know, there is no such thing as a final happy ending to our life, as if we're going to ride off into the sunset like a Western movie. Because life is a series of journeys and destinations. But we can look at our specific situation, right now that's in front of us, and ask ourselves, what is my happy ending? What is my heart calling me to do to put that happy ending into play so that will, as I said, be in the best interest of everyone and bring happiness to me and everyone else? Okay, I want to hear from you. What did you think about this movie? What was the life lesson that you extracted from it? Please feel free to leave your comments below. And for more tips, life lessons, and movies, feel free to visit my website, thezenofhollywood.com, thezenofhollywood.com. And feel free to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.